3 cheers from the crowd, and the Queen just taking in the scene, taking in the sight.
Surrounded by her family, Her Majesty the Queen, wife, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother. Throughout her reign, she has juggled family commitments with the duties of her unique position.
We are inside the Abbey for the most solemn and dramatic pictures that have ever appeared on the screen.
The coronation that changed the course of her life.
The members of the royal family take their places. The Princesses Elizabeth and Margaret Rose.
She wasn't born to be queen, but when she was 10, her uncle Edward VIII abdicated.
The king is crowned.
Her beloved father was crowned George VI, and she became heir to the throne. The Royal Home Movie Collection gave us a glimpse inside family life. Her relationship with her parents was warm and loving. The king refused to send his daughters to safety in Canada during the war, so they could stay together as much as possible. In 1947, she was allowed to marry Prince Philip, a love match opposed by some senior palace aides.
These are the first newsreel pictures taken since his christening of Prince Charles, now 8 months old.
Prince Charles was born a year later, but her royal duties meant they were apart more than she would have liked.
A heavy program of official engagements prevents the Princess and the Duke from seeing their son as often as they wish. It is only on occasions like this that they can enjoy the happiness of parenthood.
At the age of just 27, she was crowned queen, and her role as monarch meant taking tough decisions felt by those closest to her. Prince Philip had to give up his career in the Navy, and then a constitutional crisis.
Upon Princess Margaret centres worldwide interest, and
her sister, Princess Margaret, had fallen in love with a divorced man, Peter Townsend. In law, the Queen's permission was required for them to marry. But with the Church of England and the Cabinet opposed, she had to ask Margaret to wait. Eventually, the romance petered out.
It has been nearly 5 months since the Queen was with her children, though she has kept close contact with them throughout her tour by radio telephone.
Becoming monarch meant more overseas travel, and the separations from her children grew longer. But again, in private, the home movies showed they could be just like any other family. No formality, no public display. Motherhood could take priority. And efforts were made to shield the royal children from too much publicity. This was her Christmas broadcast in 1958.
Some of you have written to say that you would like to see our children on television this afternoon. We value your interest in them, and I can assure you that we have thought about this a great deal before deciding against it. We would like our son and daughter to grow up as normally as possible, so that they will be able to serve you and the Commonwealth faithfully and well when they are old enough to do so.
But public interest was huge. As the family grew, cameras were let in to see how they lived. Although the Royal Yacht Britannia remained a place of escape, annual summer holidays with a trusted crew, a precious sanctuary.
And as they come to Her Majesty the Queen, they will turn. Prince of Wales will bow, Princess of Wales will curtsy.
But her children's marriages were not as successful as her own. 3 of them ended in divorce. And in the dreadful aftermath of Princess Diana's death, she faced the conflict of leading a nation in mourning while supporting her son and grandsons in private. It was a deeply unhappy and unsettling time for the Queen personally. Charles's marriage to Camilla Parker Bowles in 2005 highlighted that tricky balance of being mother and monarch. The Queen was at a ceremony to bless the marriage, but as head of the Church of England, she did not attend the actual wedding, as she had to uphold its teaching on divorce. In recent years, her family life has continued to provide challenges.
Careful what you wish for.
She helped Prince Harry promote his Invictus Games.
Oh, really?
By teasing President and Michelle Obama.
Boom.
But when her grandson and his wife left for America, as Queen, she had to deal with the fallout and remove his military patronages. She was forced to have Prince Andrew withdraw from public life after he settled a court case in America in which he was accused of sexual assault. But milestone birthdays or a jubilee were often moments where the Queen could see the public affection for her alongside the admiration of her family.
In the gardens of Frogmore House, Windsor Castle, Her Majesty was seen in the role of mother during a few days' respite from all cares of state.
Nurturing a family in the fierce glare of the public eye was never easy, and at times, any private wishes regarding her family had to be weighed against her strong sense of duty to the country and the unique responsibility of a head of state.